Warning from Tesla Motors CEO Elon Musk. It has nothing to do with cars. Instead, Musk warns about artificial intelligence, which he has called more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Musk spoke at a symposium at MIT.
I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, he's sure he can control the demon. Didn't work out.
I take it there will be no HAL 9000 going up to Mars.
HAL 9000 would be easy. It's way more complex than, I mean, to put HAL 9000 to shame. Yeah. I like puppy dog.
Of course, referencing Space Odyssey. Following his next question, Musk blanked out and apologized, saying he was thinking about the AI thing for a second. So engrossed was he in that idea.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful Thursday. I'm doing real good myself. Well, look, this is what I need to tell you guys. You understand? The powers that be are actually in the midst as I speak. Okay, summoning demons to go into artificial intelligence, which are robotics. You understand? Robotics. That's right. You just heard with what Elon Musk just said. When you mess with artificial intelligence, you're summoning the demon. Okay. Basically, that's what's going down. Okay. Now, see, the thing is, what it boils down to, they are actually trying to give these disembodied spirits that were killed in the flood of Noah, and also by their own hand millions of years ago. They're trying to give them bodies. You understand? And what the only way that they are giving them bodies is through robotics. Okay, robotics. That's what it all boils down to, you know. And this is deep. Like, you know, with these mandates out and everything, military, you know, policing and all of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that are not going to comply. Okay, the powers that be know that. They know that, so they don't mind. You know, if you're not going to comply, well, then you're not going to have a job or whatever. That's what it all boils down to. And you will be replaced. And these artificial intelligence are going to be the things that replace, you know, policing and military. From what I understand, England is already working on it. And these things are very, very accurate in shooting. You understand what I'm saying? You don't stand a chance, you know, with one of them. I hear that they are virtually indestructible. Okay. And when they perceive, the only way that they perceive you as a threat is if you have a weapon. Okay. That's what this all boils down to. Now, I was watching Israeli News Live, Steve Bannon. Y'all check him out. You understand? And he was going into this, you know, about these artificial intelligence and what they're doing behind the scenes while creating these things. Okay, they have the robots and everything already built, but in the lab at nighttime, these robots, they will turn on by themselves. Okay, they will come on by themselves, and they'll start speaking in a language to one another that nobody can understand. You know, very, very swift, fast language. You understand? And what these scientists did was they consulted a priest. Okay? And so when they consulted the priest said this language that these machines are speaking are just like that of possessed people. Now we know how possessed people, you know, sound. Foreign language like you never even heard before, or a voice that that is not of that person. Okay, so this, what it all boils down to, is demons. That's all this all boils down to. And they're looking to replace humanity. Okay? But don't fear at all. You understand what I'm saying? Because when it's all said and done, these are going to be the very things that say in Matthew chapter 8, verse 24, it's verse 28 to 34. Scratch that. I mean Revelation 6, verse 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Okay? That's basically what it boils down to. Okay? These things are going to pray for the rocks to even fall on them, but it's to no avail. The Most High is going to destroy these abominable and detestable things. Okay? They are abominable. They're once supposed to be, and they are detestable. Here in Revelations 21:8, it says this, but the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Okay? This word abominable right here, okay, simply means this is something so detestable it wasn't supposed to be. And a machine that harnesses a demonic spirit is just abominable. That's not supposed to be. In fact, the entire origins of a demon himself, he never was supposed to be. But being that the fallen angels came here and left their place of habitation, which they was not supposed to do, and came down here and mingled their seed with the daughters of Adam, with every beast of the field, every creepy and crawling thing, every fish of the sea, and fowls of the air. What do you get? An abominable creature. Okay. Now, this thing that you're looking at before you, look, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if this is an angel. I don't know if this is a demon, because the thing is this. I happen to know they all have very, very intimidating looking presence. Okay. They all do. Trust and believe when I say I see them, on a regular. And, some, you don't know if they're good or bad. You understand? And what have you. The other night, I was in the restroom and everything, and one of them plucked my shower curtain. Okay? And when it plucked my shower curtain, I could see the shower curtain actually expand. And when the shower curtain expand, I told it in the name of Yahweh Shai, all evil spirits, to get out of this house and go back to where you come from, because you have no place here. You was not invited here. See, you ain't got to do nothing for them to come around. See, some people think, well, maybe it's something in the way you live in or something. No, it's nothing like that. They come around to test you to see if they can have place in your home or in your house. And when I say your home or your house, I mean your physical house, your body, your temple. You understand what I'm saying? And when I told it to leave, guess what? I seen the shower curtain slowly relax and just come back together just like it was. You know what I mean? It got the hell out of there. You see? These things right here was abominable and detestable by way of how they come. They wasn't supposed to be. So naturally, this is what this whole thing is about. And it's abominable and detestable to be making housing bodies, robotics, other words, artificial intelligence for disembodied spirits to inhabit. Okay? Now, being with all of that said, I want to get into this particular article right here. Okay. As you can see here, it says here, ex-Google worker recalls scary Terminator moment. He feared company was creating God. Okay. Well, look, the company cannot create God. There's only one most high true God. And that's that. You understand? Anything else is imitation. They want to be gods, but no, they are not gods. Okay. It goes on here to say the real life Terminator looks like a very possible future, according to a former Google chief business officer, Mo Gaudet, who reveals what he saw being developed. Okay. This is what they're doing. So, like when you don't want to comply or whatever, well, guess what? They got something for you. But see, the thing is this. The Most High got something for them. I don't understand what make these lowlifes think, regardless of what kind of intelligence, or technology that they have, that their portion of the prophecy is not coming. Science is not going to beat what the Most High set forth. That's just not going to happen. Okay. Now, to get into this article right here, it says Mo Gaudet admits the artificial intelligence he saw being built during his time at Google was really scary. The former chief business officer who joined the tech giant in 2007 describes their mysterious Google X department to be like something out of a sci-fi thriller. What frightened Mo most was how quickly machinery could learn compared to humans, and what that meant to the future. A standout moment for the Egyptian entrepreneur was seeing an arm pick up a ball, show it to developers, and within days, master picking up anything. Okay. See, like I said, but see what he got to understand. These are, he got to notice that these are all housing hosts for demonics to dwell within. Okay. That's all this boils down to. I guess this is the man right here, Mo. Okay. Gaudet. Now, it goes on to say right here, speaking to the Times, he said, and I suddenly realized this is really scary. Like we had those things for a week, and they're doing what children would take 2 years to do. And then it hit me that they are children, but very, very fast children. Okay. The key difference, he argued, is machines, even at a very basic level of intelligence, have the potential to learn incredibly quickly. He added, the reality is we're creating God. And yeah, so this is what you're saying, we're creating God, but notice the term God. What do gods want you to do? Worship them. Okay? That's what they want. But you're only supposed to worship only one God, the only true God, the one that created heaven and earth and everything else, and you that dwell in it. That's the only God. Now, when these demons, when these Nephilim, when these sons of Anak, okay, which when we say Anak, that means the sons of the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki is not your friend. The Anunnaki is another name for the fallen angels. They're not your friends. When they came down here and made these abominable creatures, you understand? These abominable creatures felt like, well, we can eat your ass anytime we want to. You know what I'm saying? We can do whatever we want to. You worship us. And people was actually sacrificing their babies by giving their babies, their children to these beasts, these monstrous demonic creatures. You understand? Things with bull heads and all that old kind of stuff. You understand? And for them, as a sacrifice to eat. You see? But once that got tiring to these monsters, they start eating them. They start eating the people themselves. You understand? Now, to continue, and this is that Terminator skeleton they had in the movie Terminator, So this stuff is all real right here, okay? And also, I want to, touch on too. Anytime you see this right here, red eyes, this is all demonic, because I think, like the angels, they have that. And the Most High do. Okay? Hair of wool, skin of bronze, you know what I mean? Eyes like fire. See, that was one of the traits that the fallen angels passed on to their offsprings. Red eyes. Even when you see Sasquatch, Bigfoot, any images of him, he has what? Red eyes. Okay? That's what that is. Now, to continue here, it says here, reports that when Terminator 2 Judgment Day was released, the film envisioned a dark post-apocalyptic future in which smart machines rule the earth. Okay? In the 1991 movie, rogue artificial intelligence known as Skynet was overthrown, its human masters, and waged a deadly war to wipe humans off the face of the planet. Arnold Schwarzenegger's character famously says in the film, 3 billion human lives ended on August 29th, 1997. The survivors of the nuclear fire called the war Judgment Day. Survivors of the nuclear fire. Oh boy, that sounds too much like thermonuclear bombs. What's going to be happening in the next war? Okay, the 5-month war before the Most High comes. Okay, that 5-month war. I don't know how far we are from that, but some tells me we're not that far away from it. Now, in conclusion here, you understand, it goes on to say, they lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines. A similarly grim scenario was exposed in the Matrix franchise, which saw intelligent machines enslave humans in a computer simulation. All right. Now, y'all know that with all of these old movies and stuff like this, they're telling us this what's to come, and it's in the Bible. We're gonna have to deal with this stuff, okay? We're gonna have to deal with these things. It's basically the same kind of things that happened way back when these abominable creatures were in the flesh. You see what I'm saying? They was coming to destroy humanity. And I want to say this too. When the Anunnaki left their place of habitation to come down here to take the daughters of Adam to wives, you understand? Let me tell you something. They had a diabolical plan because they hated God's creation. They hated God's creation. And God's creation was humans. Human. Hue means to have a hue, a color, black or what have you, brown, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? They hated them. They hated, and they wanted to corrupt the birth canal in which the Messiah was supposed to come through. All right? They wanted to defile all of that. You understand? But the Most High, light years ahead of them, And let me tell you this. You wonder why, for those of you that wonder why, every nation that's surrounding the so-called black people that they actually come from so-called black people. But what do they have in common? These nations. They hate black people. Okay? What did I just say about the fallen ones? They hated God's creation. They hated God's creation. They hated black people. They hated them. And they wanted to destroy. So this is your origins of racism. This is your origin. This is the reason why every nation on this planet hate black people, because they share the same hate that their fathers, which are the fallen angels, gave them. They hated black people, regardless of even if they used black mothers to help bring them forth. They still hated black people. So yes, they share the same thing in kind with their children. They pass that along with them. So there's no mystery about racism anymore. Okay. But like I was saying earlier on in this conversation, this commentary, these things right here, this old bull face thing right here, him, this is a picture that I took one night when I was getting off of work. And I looked over in the darkness and I could see, something moving over there. And I went ahead and I snapped a picture. And then, when I got home, I looked at it, and you can see like right here, this whole form of his shoulders right here, this whole line goes up into his head, around here like that, into his face right here. And right here's nostrils, and all his bull nose and eyes right here, and down here, standing over in the darkness watching. Okay, that's all he do. Looking for a host so he can, invade and carry out his diabolical plan, whatever he want to do. You understand? Well, guess what? These are the very same things a long time ago when he had a body that people were sacrificing their children to eat. So you see, yes, we are in one of the most fascinating times on this planet in the history of times, right here. And it's going to get better, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. So what we need to do is pray, you understand, and get in the good graces of the Most High so you can be saved. So you can be saved from all of this evil and madness. You understand? I feel for those ones that don't believe in the Messiah and say he never existed. I really do. I really do. I'm serious. I feel for you. Because, you're going to need him. You're going to need him. He's the only one that's coming back here that the Most High is sending, which is Yahushua, to stomp out these creatures. He's the only one that can do it. Okay? He's the only one that can do it, Without him, we don't stand a chance. Now, the powers that be, okay, the governments, the beast system with the, 12 horns or 10 horns or whatever, what's this beast with so many different heads, that's just the different governments in, global, you understand, coming together. They're the ones that's consorting with these demonics, to get this kind of technology to build a host for these demons to inhabit. That's basically what it all boils down to. See? Well, look, that's all I got on this one, people. You know what I mean? Repent. 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 It's crucial that you do if you want to live. Okay? And stand strong and ask the Most High for guidance. He knows what to do for you. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular video right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.